Howdy everybody, this is Joel GZ Lures. Today we're going to go over all the components, how to build out a benchmark hook swivel rig. I'm going to go over components, I'm going to go over the tools, and I'm going to show y'all step by step how to actually finish and complete an item. Now with that being said, if y'all enjoy the video, please like, share, and go ahead and subscribe to the GZ Lures YouTube channel. Anyways, alright, so this right here is your benchmark swivels. So the benchmark swivels, you'll notice they actually separate back and will be able to full rotate 360 degrees all the way around. This is an in-house product. We're going to show you all how to actually rig these up. These are a new product, so I want to make sure everyone understands how to do these properly. So component-wise, first off, I'm going to go ahead. I'm using a Fudo 10-0 hook. We got our 900-pound AFW cable. We're going to use two 2.5 crimps. We have some Momi C crimps. We have a couple of pieces of chafe gear. This is going to be for your leader and also for your cable. And then some heat shrink. The only other thing that you're going to need is, of course, your leader of choice. This one we're going to be running 530 just for this demonstration. This is the number one that we actually use in-house for most of our rigs. Unless we're dealing with tuna rigs, stuff like that, then we're going to usually use about a 400 or 300 depending on application. So, to start off, tools. Always need a good pair of needle nose pliers. Something that you can just hook onto the hook itself whenever you're feeding it through the heat gun, because you don't want to get yourself. Lighter is always helpful. Use a little bit of tape, a heat gun, and then your crimpers themselves. I have two different kind of crimpers I'm going to be using today. First off is going to be your hand crimpers. The other one is a benchtop crimper. I'm going to show you how to use both of them. We do use just one in-house, but I'm going to show you how to use both of them just so y'all understand the premise behind it. All right, begin. Go ahead, you grab your hook. Go ahead, grab your cable. You're going to feed it through. One double barrel crimp. Whenever you slide it on, loop it over. What this is going to do, make a loop. You do want to make sure that you're set all the way down and pull it tight. You do not want to pull this too tight, because if you do, you'll end up just crimping the wire itself and your hook will not be able to free float. So you don't want to go too far with it. Next one, go ahead and crimp down. Full crimp. For this style of hand crimpers, you're going to have to do it twice. There's no other option to it. You're always going to do two to make you're getting both sides on it. After you get that one set, get your heat shrink, slide it on all the way. I would highly recommend push it down a little bit further just so it's out of the way and you're not going to be hindered by it. Grab your other double barrel crimp that you have. You're going to slide it over, and then you're going to, for your swivel, make sure that you are using the smaller diameter side of the swivel. You don't want to use the larger one. The larger one is going to be for your leader. So go ahead, get the smaller side. You're going to run that in. Then go ahead, make sure that your hook is straight send up and down. You're going to roll over your cable, slide it into your other side of the connector. Whenever you got it in there, run it up. Again, you do not want to have too much play or too tight. You want a little bit of play, because if it's too tight, it's going to crimp down and you're not going to be straight up and down. So you want to make sure you're straight up and down, everything is equal across, and go ahead and do your second crimp on this. So once you have everything all built out, ready to go, slide your heat shrink up. What you're going to do, you're going to bottom it out against the bottom of your top swivel. Now, with that being said, leave a very small gap. If you do not leave a gap, it's already going to disengage the swivel a little bit. So you want a little bit of play in between, not too much. Next step, you want to go ahead and get a heat gun. You can do this with a lighter. I've done that multiple times. A heat gun is just more efficient. If you're going to be using a lighter, make sure whenever you're heating up your heat shrink, Make sure that the part is in the blue part of the flame. If it's up at the top, it's just going to burn. You're going to have a lot of carbon build up on top of your heat shrink. So make sure you're always the heat shrink is always in the blue part of the flame, and you're slowly going to work it over. So this might be a little loud, but we're going to use the heat gun on this one. So once your heat gun is all prepped, ready to go, start on the swivel side, because your heat shrink, whenever you heat it up, it's going to expand just a hair, and you don't want to expand too much. So expand too far to the swivel side. Make sure you're putting even heat all the way across, because if not, you will burn through it. Your cable will heat up too much, and it will actually burn through the heat shrink itself. So now that this is prepped out, what we're going to do, we're going to set this off just to the side for a second, let it cool down a little bit. You can dunk this in water. It's very quick. It'll harden the heat shrink back up. Don't have to do that. Just let it set off just for a couple of seconds. It will cool down, and then you can keep going. If you don't, you can see it's very flimsy right now. It's because the plastic is still molten, so it's going to be a little hot. Next items that we're going to end up doing is we're going to be attaching the leader itself. So whenever you're dealing with the leader, make sure that you get the leader size that you prefer for your lures, or make sure it will fit your lures, because some lures have a smaller leader hole, so you're only going to be able to run 400, 300, whatever the case is. Right now we're going to do 530. So what you're going to do, go ahead, you're going to feed your silver crimp through the leader, pass it through the top of the swivel, get a piece of chafe gear. Chafe gear, you're going to slide it over. This is to make sure that the leader is not being damaged at all from the swivel, from your hook, from your rig, anything like that. Next over, go ahead, fold it over, slide into your crimp. Now, for the benchmark swivels, it does not matter which way that you have it set, for the fact I can flip this back and forth and it's going to work out perfectly. If you're just using a standard rig, you need to make sure you are setting your hook rig to the right direction. In other words, easiest way, have the leader in front of you with the end pointing to your right. If it is going up, then if you have your hook going up, that means it's a hook up. If you flip it down, it's a hook down. Okay. Let's go ahead, get your leader. We're going to melt the tip of it. This one helps out, hold it whenever you slide it through, just to make sure everything doesn't slip all the way past. Okay, so just a little bit of heat to it, melts it right down. Give it a second again, make sure that it's going to cool off. Once you do that, slide it over. And this is going to link right into place. Okay, so once you have it all set, go ahead and crimp down. Like I said, I'm going to use a bench crimp on this one. And complete. Next step, you're going to just do a tape off. You can use any kind of tape. We use 3M. You want to find you a good flexible electrical tape. Electrical tape is just going to give you a more simplistic, easy way. It stretches over, it will get in the crevices. It makes it as a cleaner, simple twist over. So I'm only doing a small amount one way, and then I'm going to backtrack right over the same amount. Whenever you're completed with it, go ahead and just slice it off. And then just a dab of glue to make sure that tape stays on, does not come off. Do your fold over. And there you go. So, this right here, it's a complete benchmark swivel hook rig. If y'all have any questions, y'all are more than welcome to call the shop. Me or Cole will answer any questions that y'all have. Appreciate y'all's time. If you liked it, please subscribe to GZ Lures on the YouTube channel and give us a like. Thank you for your time. All over.